So, Fallout 4 is apparently getting a high-res upgrade for PC and PS4 Pro, and apparently Xbox One also, kind of. So, the details in this are kind of strange, because if you think about it, PC has the options to put the game in 4K pretty much anyways. There's patches, there's mods already out there, but you know Bethesda likes to put out their own stuff, so fine, okay, that's fine. Enjoy some Fallout 4 background footage. I don't often put background footage in anywhere with my news stories. I like to edit in things and make my news stories as compelling and entertaining as possible. So here's a throwback for when I used to do that. I'll throw up the information on top of the gameplay. Enjoy the gameplay. Hope you guys really like it. So the update 1.9, which comes out next week for the PC, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, will add a 144p resolution, enhanced God ray effects, better draw distances for objects, NPCs, trees, and grass, and enhanced lighting and graphic features for the PS4 Pro. So that's a tall order to ask for on consoles, considering it chugs really hard on consoles. It's very difficult to maintain a solid 30 FPS on consoles, and it's very hard to maintain a solid 60 FPS without getting dips when you go into the city, or just looking at certain things like extreme lighting or God ray effects, especially on AMD cards when you're using a PC. This stuff happens with PC games. It's not the biggest deal in the world that you can't maintain a 60 FPS constant locked. You have dips all the time in your frames. But for someone like me who has a FreeSync monitor and an AMD FreeSync card, it's kind of shitty to see that drops like this still occur because the game itself isn't optimized. It's a Bethesda game, so there's no shock there. The thing is, though, Bethesda is going to be releasing this patch for PC gamers. I don't understand. I really don't get this. Is this supposed to help the game somehow? Because all you're doing is... I don't understand it. I don't understand it because the PC already has this stuff built into it. There are literal mods that have been out for years where you can mod it in yourself, and then they instituted the program to allow you to put it in manually with the game itself through their means. Instead of having to finagle and install files, you just click a button, you see the mod, and you click download, and that's all it takes. I don't understand what they're trying to put out for PC gamers here that isn't already available. So the worst part about this, the weirdest part, and this is some hardcore shit, man. Listen to me. This is some seriously hardcore shit right here. The high-res pack does not require the following, but they are recommended specs to run it. So you need 8 gigabytes of RAM. That's pretty standard. An Intel Core i7 5820K. If I recall, that's a hexa-core i5, and it's pretty solid processor. And of course, Windows 7, 8, or 10, 64-bit OS. And then here's the kicker, the real kicker. If you thought the previous specs were a little bit crazy, here's the kicker: a GTX 1080 8GB version or an AMD RX 490 8GB version, and 58 gigabytes of free space on your PC. If this download doesn't come with any type of optimization, I can't really recommend getting it, because if you're already using like maybe simple PC specs, maybe a mid to high range PC, you're still seeing dips from 60 every now and again. I can't imagine that this would not increase those dips, that this would make your experience better. All this is going to do is make your experience prettier. It is not going to make your frames better. It is not going to make a smoother experience. It is just going to enhance the best part of Fallout, which is the visual. And I say that from a standpoint that Fallout just doesn't have a lot of depth going for it. It's not a really in-depth game. The same type of quests occur, the same type of factions do the same types of things. There's very few differentiating things in the game. The best part about the game is exploring and seeing the wasteland as it is. And installing mods can make it a greener wasteland. It can make it a more hostile wasteland. You can add all kinds of stuff stuff with it. But this mod here is just there to enhance the beauty of the game and the way it looks, and that's perfectly fine. The thing is though, for me personally, as a PC gamer, as someone who owns the Xbox One and PS4, and I own Fallout 4 on both of those consoles too, just to do tests to see if it's good or not, if it's worth getting on those or not versus a PC, I have to say the definitive version is to get the PC version. Load times are cut in half, and you can maintain your frames a lot better and a lot higher than 30. So I'm very curious to see how this patch is going to make it run on the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One itself. I can't say that it's probably going to run smooth, because it's probably not. So ladies and gentlemen, are you excited for this patch? Are you wanting a more beautiful experience and you really don't care about 30 FPS or 60 FPS? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. And I've been your host, Protomario, and I'm signing out. As always, good gaming and God bless, and thanks for watching.